Good morning, everyone. Please bear with me on this little note that I have done. I'm not sure, as Sujiva says, whether I can do it within 5 minutes, but please bear with me. Thank you, Mr. Rajapaksa, for that wonderful advice to all the architects and all the young ones. That's very important. Now, what I'm going to talk is a little bit more different. So I hope, since I'm an architect and an academic, so I thought I'll do a little bit on our topic today. Okay. Chief guest, Mr. Sujiva Rajapaksa, Chairman of People's Bank, Architect Russell Dandani, President of the Sri Lanka Institute of Architects, Senior Vice President, Architect Rohana Bandara, Vice President, Architect Dilmini Dimel, Secretary, Architect Upendra Randania, our immediate past President, Architect, Viranjan Kulkurasuri, I think I'm getting a bit dementia, and the Council of the SLIA, Architect Salinda Rathagama, Chairman of the Inauguration and National Council Conference, our past presidents, our dearly beloved past presidents, dear fellow architects, invited guests, young architects to be, sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to grace this occasion as a guest of honor at the inauguration of the National Conference of the SLIA in this beautiful venue of Kingsbury Hotel. I must say, Kingsbury is one of our favorite venues. Let me thank the President, the Council and the Conference Chair and the organizers for inviting me for this occasion. Having listened to the declaration of the theme of the conference and the array of speakers, I must congratulate the Council and the conference organizers on the timely selection of the theme Architecture for Well-Being, which is so pertinent in today's environment. In the post-COVID-19 era, the world needs more resilient, greener, and healthier buildings. The COVID-19 pandemic forced the accessibility, social gathering, lifestyle, and working environment to be changed. Innovative changes to the existing indoor and outdoor infrastructure to positively impact the occupants has become very important. This will lead to challenges to the traditional design and construction approach in residential and public buildings in the post-COVID-19 pandemic period. Post-COVID-19 architecture will be a concept that will be ongoing, which will be applied to both future and existing building with healthy building aspects. Healthy building concepts will mainly focus on creating a comfortable and desirable indoor environment. Current state-of-the-art of emerging technologies and influencing factors of the healthy building concept, remedies to transform the design to a healthy space with enhanced air quality, incorporating various technologies will become a norm. It will provide conceptual approaches to adopting these technologies, building construction industry by architects and engineers, and health and wellness will be the new norm of the residential and public buildings. So what is architecture for well-being? According to Wikipedia, I quote, "It is a practice that relies on the art and science of designing built environment in a socially conscious approach to promote a harmonious balance among spirit, human, and nature, and it is fundamental to this approach in using design strategies rooted in sustainable and regenerative design practices while enhancing the human experience and the potential," end quote. It will also promote designing of built environment, socially conscious systems and materials to promote the harmonious balance between physical, emotional, cognitive and spiritual well-being while regenerating the natural environment. Therefore, the wellness architecture and design initiatives aim to promote design strategies that elevate and amplify every dimension of wellness, which is physical, mental, social, financial, occupational, environmental, emotional, and spiritual, in order for our built environment to enhance well-being and inspire positive impact on the environment. To someone who does not know us as architects and view architects only as persons pertaining to designing houses, buildings, and nothing more, but while this is how many people may perceive it, there's actually more to this field than one realizes. Architecture is one of those fields that come with a range of specialization options. The type of work architects handle ranges from designing a small room inside a house to an entire city. In fact, they develop and design and supervise several types of projects. Their design skills, knowledge, and artistic sense allow them to approach other parts like product design, graphic design, and also, in my opinion, game design. Therefore, as architects, we can be residential architects, commercial architects, restoration architects, landscape architects, green design architects, and now as healthcare architects or wellness architects. Therefore, architecture for well-being is the future in the industry. Why? Wellness architecture is the principle of designing buildings with focus on the impact they have on the well-being of the people that live with them. So there are many ways this can be achieved, and factors range from seemingly small and insignificant to grandiose ideas. As architects, we become increasingly aware of the impact of built environment have on our planet. There is a growing interest in how these environments impact us and, most significantly, our well-being. Wellness architecture isn't a new phrase, but as a technology and research develop, our understanding deepens, will architects become the flag bearers for global wellness revolution. In the recent years, wellness have become a household term. In wellness architecture, is wellness architecture a future or just a fad or a fashion? Well, wellness design trends, the experts say, are here to stay. A year ago or so, the word wellness hit differently than it does today. With health and well-being on top of the mind for the world, wellness-oriented space in both commercial and residential settings are being prioritized more than just relaxation. So wellness architecture seems like it could be the next step of our journey to healthy, balanced, and fulfilling experience of life. Wellness-focused construction can help people feel better physically and mentally. The key is to incorporate design aspects that promote comfort, happiness, and productivity while decreasing stress. Those working in architecture and design are always striving to find new ways to innovate, improve, and develop designs and technologies to make the world a better place. Moving forward and acting as a market accelerator, COVID-19 did bring significant impact in pushing the industry forward to healthier building with public health and well-being design. I am happy to say that we as architects are in the forefront in such innovations and like to congratulate the Council of Sri Lanka Institute of Architects and the conference organizers for choosing this theme. Wellness architecture, as this which will be another niche market for our architects and our young chartered architects who are going to be conferred today, being our contribution to the well-being of our people. Finally, I quote from Veronica Smith, who is also the chair of the Global Wellness Institution for Wellness Architecture Initiative. She emphasizes the importance of rich textures and colors and patterns that express the natural world. But she says variety in design is what makes our experience of different places so rich. So this can and should be widely interpreted. She also points to Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi, in which the acceptance of the imperfect is being embraced, both in oneself and in the objects that surrounds us. Close quote. So ladies and gentlemen, my dear architects, my dear students, this topic of wellness in architecture is one of the most important themes for us. And I hope that as SLIA, we will take this forward as a niche market for our future generation. Thank you for inviting me.